Hey Zach, Will here with Sullivan Auto Trading. I'm going to do a walk around on this vehicle. I go panel by panel and point out every dent, scratch, ding, anything that jumps out at me on the vehicle. Now with pre-owned vehicles, I know there's an allowable tolerance for minor cosmetic and scratches. You will never find a perfect pre-owned vehicle, but because a lot of our customers these days buy these cars without seeing them, this is the only opportunity to see the vehicle without looking at a photo. I think that the entire internet community would agree that, they've looked at pictures online and then showed up to see the car, and it just doesn't represent itself the same way. And I think these videos do a better job of really showcasing the car's condition. The only downfall here is it's a black car and it's pouring rain here in Virginia. So I'm gonna do my very best. But anything that's worth noting, I'll be able to see through the rain. So without further ado, starting from the front, the headlights look great. Now the car is running right now. Headlight housings look clear. I don't see any signs of like fogging or anything like that as I look at both of them. They look the way that they should, at least in this video, or at least in these conditions. Front bumper looks good. All of the gapping right here seems to be correct. I always look at gapping because that's the giveaway and here's another spot where the gapping is correct and true. It's a giveaway if the car's ever been in a front, even a small front end collision, because those things never really line back up the way they should. But everything looks good so far. I think down here there's a scratch along the bottom, which is typical because you pull up to, say a curb stop like that, and it's going to drag a little bit on the bottom. That's more likely what happened, or road debris or anything like that. But so far so good. Hood looks good. I don't see any signs of hail damage or any deep scratching. Moving along to the driver's side fender. Gapping looks good, and then the gapping on the hood looks good. Take a look down here at this wheel. No curb rash that I see anywhere on the wheel. Rotors look good, and the tire tread seems to be about 80 to 85%. So tires are in excellent condition. This is the driver's side mirror housing and door. I don't see any dents or scratches that jump out at me. Go up along the A-pillar here and the roof. But as I move along here to the driver's side passenger door, everything looks good. And back to the quarter panel. Quarter panel of the vehicle looks great. And then the gapping on the rear bumper looks awesome. And then matching Geodrive tires with excellent tread. So far so good. Vehicle looks great from the outside. Going along to the back, I do see a minor scuff here on the bottom. It might be wax actually. Just looks like it's going away as I rub it. And then a small little scratch right there. Here's a small scratch or blemish. Now that is wax, I know for a fact. Moving along here. The rear bumper looks pretty good. Some small scratching here and there, but nothing major. And then it lines up perfectly with the passenger side quarter panel. Moving along, wheel looks good, tire looks good. These tires are great. That's one major positive that I'm seeing so far. Passenger side door has a blemish there at the bottom. Small, but and another one. Those look like brush scratches, probably from a bush. And the passenger side door looks really good. I don't know what that is, but he's hanging out. And looks like you have a small blemish right here on your mirror housing. You can see this stuff is very minor. In a white car, you probably never see this, but black things do tend to stand out a little more than they do with the lighter color cars. This wheel looks like it's in excellent condition. Rotor looks good, and tires are in excellent condition. So that's a quick walk around the outside. We're going to jump inside real quick. As we open the door, First impression, the brown leather looks great, or taupe, or whatever color you would call this. I don't see any bolster wear. Usually from the in and out, down on this bolster, it can wear it out. This car does not have floor mats. I will make that note as I open it up. And then the passenger seat. Everything looks very, very clean up here. I don't see any damage to anything. All the buttons look good. Doesn't look like it has any abnormal wear anywhere. Back out to 0.5 so I can try to showcase the whole front. Opening up the sliding door. Seats look good. There's some child seat impressions, which, I mean, with a minivan, and what I mean by that is if you zoom in, you can see where the child seat was on there. It just, they sit on this leather and they kind of make a dimple or a mark. When you look down here at this carpet, just so you know, this is exactly the way that Honda designed this. This comes up and then you have access right there, but that cutaway there is, it usually sits under a floor mat, but because this car does not come with mats, you just see the cutout in the carpet there. All right. Now we have on this seat, it looks like you have a stain right here and child seat impressions. We'll have our interior specialist airbrush this and it'll look much, much better. He'll be here, I either think tomorrow when the weather breaks or the next day, but we'll get him to take care of that before the vehicle heads out. But you can see the stain right there and right here. More than likely they had a booster seat or a child seat, some food or something got underneath of it, a drink, and discolored it. It's very clean. It's just, you know, where that sat, you know, it kind of made a dimple here and just sat there probably for a while because these seats get anchored down. Taking a look at the third row, very clean. Small impression right there, probably from it. Actually, this, I can tell you what that is. That is from the front seat being laid down on the seat belt there, and that will probably work itself back out. But inside the van looks very, very clean. It's got rear entertainment, as you can see. And I believe that there is the camera. So you have cabin cam, which we can view right here. Come home. Oh, actually, I don't have the keys. The keys are they on me? Well, I'll come back to that. So moving around to the cargo area. Looks good. Don't see, these are usually very scratched up. I don't see any signs of any scratches. And so there's the inside of the vehicle. Let's take one look at the headliner. Headliner looks clean. No tears, no scratches. Looks like they have the window shades up in the third row. You have all your headphone jacks and stuff like that for your third row passengers. All right. Well, that wraps it up. If you have any specific questions after watching the video, please reach out to Donald or your salesperson, Zoya. Thank you so much.